Well, at a global level, the industry continues to grow. If you look back over the last 30 years, there have only been 3 years where the industry has gone backwards. Gulf War, SARS, 9/11. The rest of the time it grows 3 or 4 percentage points every year. This year will be the same. We'll grow at about 3.1%, and that's about 1% ahead of the global economy. So you can see we're growing faster than the global economy.
All right. Talk to us about WTTC's part, in the global tourism industry vis-a-vis the growth of the industry. How about WTTC?
Well, we're focused on a number of different things. You'd be aware of all the terrorist incidents that have happened in the last 18 months. So one clear thing we have to do is whenever a terrorist incident happens, we need to go to the location, communicate to the consumers to restore confidence, and in many cases, actually communicate to the markets as well. Because when there's a terrorist attack or some natural disaster or even a political change, the share prices of these travel companies go down 3 or 4 percentage points. So we reassure the markets and reassure consumers to make sure they continue to travel.
By doing that, how do you see WTTC, evolving and reaching milestones, say, over the next 5-year period?
Well, we spend a lot of our time talking to governments about visas, preferably no visas at all, but certainly electronic visa programs. Around 61% of the 1.2 billion international passengers still need paper-driven visas. And we're pushing all the governments around the world to go to electronic visa processing. It's more customer-friendly and it's a lot more secure in the current terrorist environment we're living in.
And when we talk about tourism and global tourism, India forms a crucial part of the global pie, if I may, and be it both inward travel into India or outbound travel from India. Talk to us about how you view the Indian tourism market as a whole at this point in time.
Well, the Indian tourism market will grow about 7.5% per year over the next 10 years, but it's coming from a low base. And there's some big things that still need to be put in place. Firstly, around infrastructure. It's not just airports, roads and rail. It's things like banking systems and, of course, telecommunications networks. The second is visas. So moving towards electronic visa program has been fantastic and will certainly increase the inbound market to India. And the third thing is marketing. The Incredible India campaign is a wonderful brand campaign, but it needs a lot more money behind it to really put India on the map, competing with other countries around Asia.
All right. That being the case, talk to us about how WTTC is planning to play a part in the development and the evolution of the Indian market and having a sizable share of it as well.
Well, WTTC India Initiative is the organisation that faces off to the government. So they represent all of the different facets of the industry, and we talk to government about putting a long-term plan in which coordinates all of the public and private sector involvement with the industry. Everything from infrastructure to general sales tax to everything you can imagine. And from a government point of view, they need one entity to discuss these things with so they can formulate their long-term plans.
Talk to us about your engagement with the Indian government. How has it been and what are the plans on that front, and what are the requests from your side to the Indian government?
Well, the requests are very simple. Prime Minister Modi has declared that travel and tourism is one of the key economic drivers for the country. That's very important because after that declaration, everything else falls into place. So the key issues for us with the government are more investment in infrastructure, more investment in the Incredible India campaign, a greater rollout of electronic visa waiver programs to stimulate the inbound market, and really to focus on domestic travel and tourism, because if you get that right, then the international market follows afterwards.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.